Welcome back to science class. Unit 20, Organ Systems in Animals. We are going to see about human reproductive system. Reproduction is what? Giving birth to the young one of same kind. The capacity to reproduce is one of the most important characteristics of all the living beings. There is a distinct sexual dimorphism in human beings. That is, males are visibly different from females in physical buildup, external genital organs, and secondary sexual characteristics. Can you understand? So, the male is different from female. In what basis? Physically, they are different from each other. External genital organs are also different, along with secondary sexual characteristics are different for male and female. This male and female are responsible for the production of the young one. That's what we are going to see about the reproductive system. The reproductive systems of male and female consist of primary and secondary sex organs. So, primary as well as secondary sex organs are responsible for the reproduction. The primary sex organs are gonad, which produce gametes. Gametes are nothing but sex cells and secrete the sex hormones. So, sex organs are otherwise said to be gonad. That gonad only produce the sex hormones. The secondary sex organs include the genital duct and glands, which help in the transportation of gametes and enable the reproductive process. So, primary sex organs and secondary sex organs together help in the process of reproduction. The reproductive organs become functional after attaining sexual maturity. In males, sexual maturity, that is hormonal changes, will take place at the age of 13 to 14 years. So, for male, they attain the maturity at the age of 13 to 14 years. In females, it's just early. It is attained at the age of 11 to 13 years. While comparing to male, females attain the age, that is puberty, in 11 to 13 years. This age is known as age of puberty. In males and females, and secondary sexual characteristics are developed under the influence of these hormones. So, the development of sexual characteristics will be done with the productivity of hormones. Let me explain you clearly. First, let's see about the male reproductive system. The human male reproductive system consists of testis. I told you primary and secondary sex organs are there, right? So, for human male, the primary sex organ is testis. Important one word. Along with that, scrotum, vas deferens, urethra, penis, as well as accessory glands are there. Here the primary sex organ is testis for male. These are the parts of male reproductive system. So, the primary sex organ is what? Testis. This is testis. Can you see the oval shaped part? Yeah, this is the testis. So, a pair of testes is present for the male. Then epididymis, along with the testis you can see epididymis, and then from there you can see tube-like structure, which we say it as vas deferens, and then this area ejaculatory duct, and then penis. Okay, and the testes are present inside the scrotum. There is a bag-like appearance, right? So the testis is located inside the scrotum. So let me explain you very clearly, children. So these are the parts of the male reproductive system. And a few more accessory glands are there. I said, these are the glands. What are they? Seminal vesicle. This one, seminal vesicle. Then this one, prostrate gland. And one more, this is Cowper's gland. So these three glands are accessory glands. So these are the parts of male reproductive system. Let's see the different parts of male reproductive system. First one, testis. So I told you testis is the primary sex organ for male. So this is the testis. Okay. A pair of testes lies outside the abdominal cavity of the male. So testis is present where? Outside the abdominal cavity. So already I showed you two testes are there. That is a pair of testes. Where it is present? Outside the abdominal cavity. Why it is present outside the abdominal cavity? So this testis only produce the sperms. So the production of sperm should be done in low temperature while comparing to the body temperature. That's why it is left outside the body. That is, it is left outside the abdominal cavity. And this testis or the male gonad. This is the male gonad which produce the male gamete. So this testis only produce the male gamete. What is a male gamete? Sperm. Remember children, what's a male gamete? Sperm. And the male sex hormone is what? Testosterone. This is produced by testis. So I told you, sperm. So this is the testis produce the sperm. This is the structure of sperm. This is the gamete which is produced by the male. And this sperm is unicellular. Unicellular means what? Single cell. It is made up of a single cell. It has three parts: head, neck and tail. So tail, of course, it helps in the movement of the sperm. Head contains the nucleus. Head contains the nucleus. And the neck part contains the mitochondria. This mitochondria only provides energy to the sperm. So this is a structure of sperm. So this is produced by testis. So what's the male gamete? The male gamete is sperm. It is produced by the testis. And what can you see here? This is the testis. Okay. Along the inner side of each testis lies a mass of coiled tubules. Can you see here the coiled tubules? Yes. This coiled tubule is called as epididymis, this green color part. This coiled tubule is along with what? The testis. This is called as epididymis. And then the Sertoli cells of the testis. So this testis only provides the produces or secretes the sperm, right? And this internal structure you can see here. These you can see the curved part, right? These are all what? Sperms which are produced in the testis. So these sperms are given nourishment with the help of Sertoli cells. You can see the Sertoli cells then and there, and this Sertoli cells will provide the nourishment to the developing sperms. So this sperms will straight away go to the Sertoli cell and receives the nourishment. Okay, the energy will be provided with the help of Sertoli cells. Nourishment means a kind of energy. Food will be provided with the help of Sertoli cells. Using that energy, what is it doing? The sperms are moving faster, right? So after gaining the nourishment, that sperms are moving with high energy. So this is very important one word. Nourishment to the developing sperms are produced by what? Sertoli cells. And next let's see about the scrotum. Scrotum is what you know, pouch. So this is the testis. Can you see the testis? Yes. The testis are placed inside a bag-like structure. It is placed safely inside the bag-like structure, or you can say it as pouch. It is left inside the pouch called scrotum. So the scrotum is a loose pouch-like sac of skin which is divided internally into right and left scrotal sacs by the muscular partition. So you can see here, this is the muscular partition is there. Muscular partition is there. You can see the bag-like structure which are lying inside the pouch-like sac, that is called as scrotum. The two testes, the two testes lie in respective scrotal sacs. It also contains many nerves and blood vessels. The scrotum acts as the thermoregulator organ. What is thermoregulator? Temperature controller, and provide an optimum temperature for the formation of sperms. So for the sperm formation, right temperature is provided with the help of scrotum. That's why it is said to be thermoregulator organ. So where are these testicles present? Inside the scrotum. And next vas deferens. So this is testis. Then this is epididymis, and then you can see tube-like structure. No, this is vas deferens. It is a straight tube which carries the sperms to the seminal vesicle. I already told you testis only produces the sperms, and that will be temporarily stored up in the epididymis, and then it will be moving through the vas deferens and it is coming to the seminal vesicle. Both the sides you can see the seminal vesicle. So here only the sperm comes. The sperms are stored in the seminal plasma of seminal vesicle, which is rich in fructose, calcium and enzymes. So fructose, calcium and enzymes are present where? In the seminal vesicle. So the developing sperms are moving through the vas deferens and coming to the seminal vesicle. The vas deferens along with the seminal vesicles opens into ejaculatory duct. You can see this area opening. There will be opening here. This is called as ejaculatory duct, which expels the sperm and its secretions from seminal vesicle into the urethra. So from the seminal vesicle, some secretions will be there that will be poured up along with the sperms, and that is moving outward through the ejaculatory duct, and that will be expelled. Expelled means pushes. That will be moving out from the seminal vesicle into urethra. Right. Then let us see the urethra. Okay. This is urinary bladder, and then this area urethra. This area urethra. Okay, it is contained inside the penis and conveys the sperms from the vas deferens which pass through the urethral opening. So the sperms which are coming out from the seminal vesicle is moving downwards to the urethra, and that is moving out through the urethral opening. And already I told you the accessory glands are associated with the male reproductive system. They are seminal vesicle, prostrate gland and Cowper's gland. So what are the associatory glands? Remember children, seminal vesicle, prostrate gland and Cowper's gland. So here also these glands will produce few secretions. The secretions of these glands form seminal fluid and that mixes with the sperm to form the semen. See here, the secretions of these glands form seminal fluid and that mixes with the sperm to form the semen. And the fluid provides nutrition and that helps in the transport of sperms. That's how the sperms are coming out through the urethral opening and it comes out through the penis. That's all about the male reproductive system. And next, let's see about the female reproductive system. This is the structure of female reproductive system. So, the primary sex organ of male is testis, I told you, right? Likewise, here for female, the primary reproductive organ is ovary. A pair of ovary is there. Can you see this oval part? It's almond shaped. Can you see? Almond means a badam. A badam shaped part is there, no? That is ovary. A pair of almond shaped ovaries is located in the lower part of the abdominal cavity near the kidneys in female. So where is it located? It's located near the kidney. In the lower part of the abdominal cavity. Next, fallopian tube. Fallopian tube, otherwise you can say it as oviduct. Can you see the tube-like structure? This tube-like structure is called what? Oviduct. Otherwise you can say it as fallopian tube. There are paired tubes originating from uterus. One on either side. So you can see here, this is the uterus, this area only uterus. You can see the pair of tubes. This is one pair and this is another one pair. A pair of tubes originating from the uterus. This area only uterus. On either side. Can you notice? Okay. The terminal part of the fallopian tube is funnel shaped. See? Can you see the funnel shape here? You can see here very clearly this picture. This part only ovary. Can you see a funnel shape? Yes. A funnel shaped finger-like projections. Can you see finger-like projections? This part, this area only shown for you here separately. Okay. The terminal part of the fallopian tube is funnel shaped with finger-like projections called fimbriae. This area only we say it as fimbriae. It's lying very closer to the ovary. Not touching, but it is lying very closer to the ovary. Can you see? Near to the ovary only this fimbriae is available. This fimbriae, what's the duty? It pick up the ovum. Actually, this testis, this is the ovary. This ovary will produce the egg. So this egg will be released from the ovary and that is picked up with the help of fimbriae. Right? And that fimbriae picks up the egg and that egg will be moving through the fallopian tube. So this fimbriae pick up the ovum. Ovum is egg. Okay. Ovum released from the ovary and it is pushed into the fallopian tube. So the egg is moving through the fallopian tube. This is about the fallopian tube. And the next let's see about the uterus. So we are seeing part by part in the female reproductive system. The uterus is the pear-shaped muscular hollow structure present in the pelvic cavity. So where is the uterus? See, you can notice the uterus. Uterus, it's shown for you. So this uterus is a pear-shaped muscular hollow structure present in the pelvic cavity. It lies between the urinary bladder. See this part only uterus. It's pear shaped, right? Okay. It lies between the urinary bladder and the rectum. So this is the lower part. Okay. It is lying between the urinary bladder and the rectum. You know, the urinary bladder and rectum. Urinary bladder only, the urine will be collected, right? So between that and the rectum, rectum is the opening through which the excreta will be released out. So between this area only it is lying, it is available. The development of fetus means the young one, child. The development of fetus occurs where? Inside the uterus. Inside the uterus only the fetus will develop. The narrower lower part, can you see? This is narrow. This area is narrow. The lower part of the uterus is called as cervix. This area only you say this area. Exactly this area. The lower part of the uterus. So this area is called as cervix. And this cervix leads to vagina. This, can you see this red color part? This is vagina. This area only we call it as vagina. And this lowermost part of the uterus is called what, ma? Cervix. So these are the important parts of the female reproductive system. This green color part is ovary, and this is what? Fallopian tube, and this is what? Uterus, and this is what? Cervix, and this area is vagina. Now let's see about the vagina. This area, lowermost part, is vagina. The uterus narrows down into a hollow muscular tube called vagina. It's a muscular tube. Okay, it contains cervix and the external genitalia. External genitalia is a final opening for the female. It receives the sperms and also act as a birth canal during the childbirth. So, receiving a sperm as well as a birth canal during the delivery, that is during the childbirth, is happening where? In this lowermost part, vagina. Okay, and that's what we say it is parturition. Childbirth is what we say it is parturition. So this is about the vagina, the lowermost part. Lowermost part, that is the uterus narrows down into the hollow muscular tube called vagina. This is about the vagina, this lowermost part. So these are the important parts in the female reproductive system. See here, ovary, and then this area, finger like projections are there, no? That is fimbriae, and this is what? Fallopian tube, and then this area is uterus, and then this is cervix, and then lowermost part is vagina. How fertilization takes place, these all you will learn in the higher classes. So you have learned just the parts of the male and female reproductive system. Regarding fertilization and fetal development, you will learn in the 10th standard. So let us have a recap. Today we have discussed about the male, this is male and female reproductive system. So in male reproductive system, there are a pair of testes, epididymis, vas deferens, and then ejaculatory duct, and then penis. And 3 accessory glands are available. Prostate gland, this is seminal vesicle, prostate gland, and Cowper's gland. These are the 3 accessory glands. Okay, so the testis produces the sperms, and the sperm will be temporarily stored up in the epididymis, and it moves through the vas deferens and comes out through the ejaculatory duct along with the secretions of seminal fluid, which mixes up and comes out in a form of semen. Right? And this is about the male reproductive system. And coming to female reproductive system, a pair of ovary only produces the ovum. Ovum is egg. That egg will be moving through, it is taken up, it is picked up by the fimbriae and it will be moving through the fallopian tube and it comes to the uterus, and there only implantation takes place and the fetal development will take place in the uterus. And then the lowermost part of the uterus is cervix, and then a narrow muscular tube like part is called as vagina. This vagina only receives the sperm, and also during the childbirth the child expels out through the vagina only. This is about the female reproductive system. See, the gametes are produced by the sex cells or gametes which are produced by the primary reproductive organs. So this is the symbol for male. So gonad, I told you, no, primary reproductive organ. This is a symbol for male and this is a symbol for female. So male produces what gamete? Sperm. Female produces the ovum. Ovum is the egg or ova. And next, important one words are coming here. The sperm is the smallest cell in the male body. Ovum is the largest human cell. This is sperm. Okay, the sperm is the smallest cell in the male body. If you take for female, the ovum is the largest human cell. Important one word. A normal male produces more than 500 billion sperm cells in his lifetime. So remember children, a normal male can produce 500 billion sperm cells in his lifetime. And the process of formation of sperm is known as spermatogenesis. Important one word. The process of formation of sperm by the male is called as spermatogenesis. Likewise, there is for female also the process of formation of ova, that is egg. The process of formation of ova is known as oogenesis or oogenesis. The process of formation of ova by the female is called as oogenesis, and the process of formation of sperm by the male is called as spermatogenesis. So what is the largest human cell? Ovum. What is the smallest cell in the male body? Sperm. Okay, so that's all about the male and female reproductive system. Thank you.